Honor released what could be one of the more heavy image and video-centric AI smartphone, dedicating its power to produce some really good AI content, not just for regular consumers, but for creators as well. They started with the 400 series and adapted it to the latest model, but in the process updating all the components and software feature of the AI, and today we're exposing what could be the best mid-range phone on its price point that we could confidently say we can skip the Pro. Alright, on every honest review, we should talk about all the good things and the bad things about the phone, and we're starting this review with all the downside of Honor 600 and starting with the performance. There's no flagship chip on Honor 600, the Pro version is more like a flagship phone, and honestly, it feels like a flagship phone from the camera to the performance, and even the design feels like an iPhone 17 Pro. Honor 600 feels like a top-tier mid-range phone because it doesn't have the Snapdragon 8 series, instead owning Snapdragon 7 Gen 4. This processor is really powerful compared to some competitors like MediaTek, Exynos, and even Unisoc. I will take Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 any time of the day. In terms of sheer performance, it can power the AI feature of Honor 600 in a heartbeat, and also gaming like Mobile Legends. It's just those heavy games like Genshin Impact and even video editing apps, we may feel some hiccups. The next deal breaker of this phone is there's no telephoto lens. I think some competitors like Xiaomi 17T already offers 5 times optical zoom for almost the same price, so it's kind of a bummer that Honor sticks to their guns of dual camera setup, trying to improve on their AI feature, but by doing so, missing a third lens, which could be a marketing maneuver from last year. Remember the older Honor 200? It has telephoto lens, and since then Honor downsized the numbers of their sensors to just ultra wide and the main sensor. The third negative is somehow a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. So the Pro version identically copies the iPhone 17 Pro look, the camera module, and even the colors. Somehow the regular Honor 600 looks like iPhone 17 Pro but not quite. Same camera module lacking the third camera hole. I wish they could have gone for the regular iPhone 17P-like camera module, but that could also backfire on them because there's a lot of Chinese phones right now with the same look. So Honor 600 will compete against them. And lastly, this phone starts at the lowest configuration of 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and in today's standard, that's pretty low for its price point. For some competitors, you would probably get 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. This is a really weird move from Honor because last year Honor 400 starts at 256 gigs of storage on 8 gigs of RAM. This year, they went down half the size of last year. It's like a silly move from Honor considering the price of this phone is now higher compared to last year. Now, if you can live with those cons or downside, there's a lot of upside for Honor 600 that we could say we can skip Honor 600 Pro altogether. And starting with everyone's favorite, which is the price, this phone is more affordable than Honor 600 Pro, and the difference is not even close. We are looking for around $300 to $400 difference depending on the variant. You can honestly buy a budget mid-range phone for the price difference of both phones, so you can add a little bit more and you can pay for 2 Honor 600 on a single Honor 600 Pro. I understand we got the telephoto lens and a flagship processor on the Pro version, but the price of Honor 600 is really solid if you don't need those features. The next upside is the display. They have the same display as the Pro version. I think Honor became lazy on this part and snapped the same display on both Honor 600 and 600 Pro, which benefits the more affordable 600. It's an AMOLED screen with 1 billion colors, 120Hz refresh rate with 8,000 nits of max brightness. From the size of the screen to the resolution and the protection, everything is the same as the Pro version, so why not just get the regular one if you wanted to watch really good content on your phone screen? The next positive is the same camera performance, and when I say same, I'm not talking about the numbers of the sensors, but the sensors inside of each of the focal lengths. Like the main sensor is the same 200 megapixel sensor as the Pro version, and the same with the ultra wide 12 megapixel. So again, a bit lazy, or should I say in terms of development, it's much easier to snap the same sensors and just add another one for the telephoto of the Pro. 600 has the same main sensor in the ultra wide and even the selfie video of 50 megapixel, so there's no difference on the video resolution and the quality of the photos, so might as well just get the regular 600. The next positive is the same AI feature. So from how Honor marketed these phones, AI improvements revolve into 2 areas. One is the AI button that looks like iPhone 17 shutter button, and also the image to video AI feature under gallery and some of its AI powered features. In terms of software features and even the software updates, there's no difference on the Pro and the regular 600. You got everything from the image to video AI feature, and the AI button launches the same app, so saving half of the price by just purchasing the regular 600. And lastly is the same battery capacity. Again, surprising move from Honor, and I feel like a bit lazy. I think it's easier to develop a phone with the same specs, just add a few things on the Pro version. Honor added 600 milliampere battery or 700 milliampere depending on your region. It's the same for both the Pro and the regular, even the charging speed of 80 watts and 25 watts reverse wire charging. The only difference is adding the 50 watts of wireless charging on the Pro version. Again, just adding a feature but almost the same for other things. I think you're getting better deal in terms of battery life for the regular 600. So what's our verdict? All in all, don't get me wrong, Honor 600 Pro is a really solid flagship phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen processor, huge battery capacity with triple camera setup that looks like iPhone 17 Pro. I just can't get past the price of the Pro version, which I feel like a bit heavy for consumers. You can even buy some really good phones out of that $800 from Samsung, Pixel, or even iPhone. We can even throw Xiaomi and Vivo on the mix with almost the same setup or features minus the telephoto and the flagship chipset, that higher base configuration. And with almost 40% saving from the Pro version, I can confidently say that you can skip Honor 600 Pro. If you're not a gamer or shooting on Zoom, Honor 600 is a better choice.